Oh, so hey, what's going on? What's up, everybody? Wha- what's up, everybody? What's going on? Today we're gonna be going over the biggest trend in TikTok musically history, the biggest synonym on the planet, the biggest argument ever. What if Kevin McAllister got a plate? And I'm sure you've all seen the scene where Buzz is eating the pizza and he's like, Kevin, get a plate. And then he throws up, but Kevin doesn't get a plate. You see that? The yelling guy, you see him? That's what he turned into because of that. But the guy that's smiling, that's what he could have been if he had gotten the plate. It's really crazy. Here, I'll show you the scene.
Get a plate.
Brace yourselves, everybody, because this part's going to need some extreme mathematical equations. So bring your calculators or else. So, first off the bat, you're going to have to multiply the m factor by the z factor, and that'll be the first equation. Okay, got that? Then, we need to figure out why Buzz needed to get the plate. Why he needed a plate in the first place. And the reason is, he was eating pizza. He was eating all the cheese pizza, and he was fake barfing. So he needed a plate so he wouldn't puke all over the floor. So that will be your b factor. So multiply that by the answer from your m factor times your z factor, and you will get your x factor. Or not your x factor, your L factor. So then you put your L factor into the angle of Kevin's smile in that one part, in that bottom right thing of the picture right here. So put that into the equation for the L factor, and then that'll be your K factor for Kevin. So then that will be the actual denominator of why he needed to get the plate. So he got the plate, and then what happened after that was everyone got mad at him. Remember?
Help me out.
What is the matter with sausage and olives and
Look what
onions
you
and-
did, you little jerk.
And that scene right there decides that the K factor will be gall darn useless in this next part. That means that him not getting the plate will not affect them waking up late. Haha, rhyme, but that will not affect them waking up late, meaning that they would wake up late either way. But if Kevin actually got the plate, he wouldn't have tackled Buzz, making everyone mad at him, making him have to sleep upstairs, making him not be completely forgotten about. So he would not have been forgotten about if he had not gotten the plate. Meaning they would not. He would have gone to the Paris, the big city, and that means he would have been smiley, so not angry. And then so that means Fuller was easy on the Pepsi, meaning that they would have all gone to France, and he would not have been home, meaning that Marv and Harry would not have been arrested, meaning that Home Alone 2 would not have happened either, or Home Alone 1, or Home Alone 3, 4, or 5. Because if Kevin McAllister hadn't sparked the wave of uh, if he that means the true story of Kevin McAllister wouldn't have made movies, and then the third, fourth, and fifth movie would not have been things. So, yeah, but yeah, Fuller.
Fuller, go easy on the Pepsi.
So equations again. So if Fuller would not drink so much, he would not be peeing so much, which that means Kevin would not be so scared to sleep on the third floor so much, meaning that he would not be forgotten about so much, meaning that he would not be missing out on trips to France so much, meaning that this movie would not happen so much, meaning that he would not be meeting Marv and Harry so much, meaning that they would be in New York together. Even though they're in New York together, they would not know to fight each other like they did in Godzilla versus Kong. So they would not fight each other like usual, and then that would mean that the K factor is back in action, meaning that that is worth something again. So you'd multiply that by the D factor, which is that Marv and Harry are out of prison, which means that they're not in prison, giving you your H factor for Home Alone. Your H factor multiplied by your A factor, which is how many houses the Wet Bandits have hit. So H times A equals C. So that means that C is equal to your K factor again. Winds you back up all at the beginning, back up at Z factor, meaning that Kevin McAllister must get a plate, otherwise the world will eventually end.
Shoplifter!
I'm a criminal.
So Kevin McAllister is a criminal. He admitted to his crimes. He admitted to being guilty. He is a vigilante on the run, and we need to have him thrown in jail. He doesn't deserve to be out on the streets when he literally committed crimes. So pretty much, I'm pretty much here to raise money for the National Lock Up Kevin McAllister Fund, which is about Kevin McAllister basically committing crimes. So really, just search up Kevin McAllister angry and you'll find it. And that means that you will win. So, yeah. But Kevin McAllister times the 3 times equal cube root of Marv equals the plate, which doesn't make much sense when you really think about it. But if you actually dig deep and think about it even further, when you go down to the deep, dark pixels of Kevin McAllister's nose, you can find it. You can find Marv and a plate inside of his nose, if you really look at it. So, it's crazy. It's crazy that Kevin McAllister is a vigilante. It's crazy that him and Marv and a plate are the exact same being. So pretty much what I'm saying here is Kevin McAllister is Marv. If you go through this entire plate function, you can find out that Kevin McAllister actually doesn't need the plate. He only wants the plate, which is why he doesn't get the plate, because he doesn't deserve the plate. Only people that have the right to a plate, like that person in that picture, can have a plate.
Give it a shot for your granddaughter anyway. I'm sure she misses you and the presents.
I sent her a check.
Wish my grandparents did that. They always send me clothes. Last year I got a sweater with a big bird knitted on it.
Oh, that's nice.
Not for a guy in the 2nd grade. You can get beat up for wearing something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a friend who got nailed because there was a rumor he wore dinosaur pajamas.
You hear that, folks? Kevin McAllister is also admitting to being a bully, as well as being a thief. So, really, this movie is about the bad guys being the good guys, because technically, if you really, really think about it, you really put all your math skills to the test, you can figure out that Harry and Marv aren't actually robbing the house. They actually live there. Kevin McAllister is just breaking in, which explains why everybody forgot about him on the trip. They really purposely left him there. So that means Kevin McAllister is really the villain of this franchise, or this movie franchise. So if Kevin got a plate, this wouldn't have been revealed. This whole conspiracy theory, that is true by the way, wouldn't have been revealed. This guy beats up kids for rumors about pajamas. What is he doing? But seriously, look at that smug little smile. The little guy. He thought we'd never figure out his secret. Little did he know that we're smarter than the average six-month-old person. So that means that if we actually use our calculators, you could have figured this out. But if you didn't, you would have actually pushed yourself to the limits and found out even more. Like if you really look in the picture where that one guy's yelling and it says "no way" on it with the little check mark, if you look in the background, you can see Michael Myers standing there in the trees. meaning that this movie is also connected to the Halloween franchise, which is actually crazy, thinking that this is a Christmas movie and the other one's a Halloween movie. But if you actually think about it, after Halloween is Christmas. So that means, what is Michael Myers doing during Christmas? He's being Kevin McAllister, because Kevin McAllister is Michael Myers. So that means that if Kevin got a plate, Michael Myers wouldn't have been real. If Kevin McAllister got a plate, he would have lived, even though he is still alive. But if Kevin McAllister got a plate, the world wouldn't end. If Kevin McAllister got a plate, he would have gone to France. If Kevin McAllister got a plate, I wouldn't be making this video. If Kevin McAllister got a plate, you wouldn't have just been absolutely pranked on April Fool's Day. Lol, this was a joke video.